Hello. I'm just gonna open everything up here. There we go. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay. I'll give everybody a couple minutes. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Hello. Hi. Looking forward to this. Oh, me too. Hello. Good morning. I see my students in here. Hello. Oh my gosh, there's so many of you. Hi, darlings. Oh, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. I know, I feel like I just seen you. Oh, hello. Oh, from France. Oh my goodness. Yes, class last night was great. I have class tonight too with my other group. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, I'm just waiting for Andrew. I've emailed him a couple times. I have not heard from him, so I'm gonna have to give him a minute. Otherwise, what? Oh, hello, hello. Yes, we'll give it a minute. Mm-mm-mm. It's like alphabetical order, so I should see when he comes on. Mhm. Okay. Hello. Oh my goodness. Okay. Do you guys know what you want to work on? Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. I'm just curious because we're going to do some intense healing with Zeus and Aphrodite. So it's going to be, we're doing love portals and wealth portals. So yes, clearly, but I want like detail, okay? I want detail. Is there a specific wound you're noticing coming up, like a pattern? It could be attracting unavailable partners, could be overspending. Oh my goodness, what else? There's all kinds of wounds. What is like a really common wound or a pattern in your life that you notice that happens and you want to heal it? Ooh, feeling bad for spending. Oh, these are coming in fast. Okay, let me close this off for a second so I can see. Okay, wait, let me go back to the top. Okay, better connection and communication with my husband, overspending and feeling bad about it. Okay, I love that overspending and feeling bad about it. That's a good one. Better communication. Okay, overspending, healthier relationships and self, and stop worrying about money all the time. Okay, but I want it like really clear. I want like, what's the wound that you notice? I want it clear. Uh. Oh, let me just start recording here. Oh, it is recording. Oh, look at that. I already had it set up. Kamiko. Healthier relationships. Oh, yeah, I read that one. Consult. Constant clutter. In what way? I want these clear, you guys, like really clear. What's a pattern that's coming up that you're like, okay, I'm starting to notice I do this. I always go for, it could be even abusive men. It could be, I know women can be abusive too, but abusive partners. I always attract my parents, or like, what is it that's, I think I'm dealing with some twin flame soulmate issues, like he is the one or not. What do you mean by that? Okay, so generally, actually, and here's where I know I go against the grain, but your twin flame, here's how I always say it. Your twin flame is not someone you're supposed to be with. Your twin flame is another part of you, right? So your souls are basically like, I don't know, the same. You mirror each other. You are here to grow. You are here to trigger the fuck out of each other. Change my lighting. So because you're here to trigger the fuck out of each other, it helps you grow. It's not someone where you're like, okay, now I can relax and spend my life with. No, it's someone that comes into your life to be like, hey, let's shake shit up. Yeah. So I want you to think about that as you're doing this. I always call it the divine life partner. Whenever I think of like love, I'm like, okay, I want to bring my divine life partner because there's someone I can enjoy life with. It's not karmic. It's just we've agreed to deal with our shit and then come together and enjoy. Okay, no one comes forward. Silencing the negative voice. Okay, I want that clear. Afraid to be vulnerable and trust, open to love, attracting ideal clients. Okay, well, we're not going with clients. Let's stick to, because clients are like, they will come at you with the frequency, right? Because what is the frequency you're portraying? That's kind of what it comes to is what if you're at a low frequency and you're attracting clients that don't want to pay you, that don't feel like you should be charging that much or getting pissy with you, like then you know that those are not in alignment. But that's not because of them, or that's just because of the frequency that you're kind of sitting at. So that's why we want to bring it up. So what are the wounds with money? What are you dealing with? Like, and what, especially with love, because they're very similar. Okay, overspending, not being seen. How are you not being seen? Like in a relationship, with money, like, and remember for you women, when you are bringing in the masculine, like you're bringing in a loving, healthy partner, you want to heal your love. Well, money is a masculine energy. Okay, so your love is going to also affect your money because that's the energy you're receiving. So if you're not receiving one, then we got to heal both, right? We got to heal the love so that you can receive both. Yes, betrayal and wealth. How is it betrayal? Not being seen in relationships alone. How is it betrayal and wealth? Let's get clear. Want to right connection at the right time for my business. Okay, but what does that mean? So let's get clear. Motivation and fear of success. Ooh, that's a good one. Why are you afraid to succeed? Like, is there a specific pattern that you are sabotaging yourself doing? Lending others too much money that can use for myself. Ooh, you know what my grandfather always used to tell me? You never give what you're okay with not receiving back. Because not everybody is going to give you back. And it's not always just with money, it's with anything. If you're not wanting to receive a specific level of love, don't give. Don't or you don't think that you're going to receive that and you have those woundings, you're not going to get it. If you're giving out an object, well, if you're okay with not having it back, don't lend it out. Greetings and blessings from Rosemary Venice. Well, welcome. Okay, from Philly, still releasing the starving artist wound. What does that mean? I wanted to be clear. Regret, repression, isolation, blocking, receiving, self-punishment. How are you self-punishing? Let's go into that more. Love wound, chastity belt from dad. Oh, that's an interesting one. Not meeting love relationships. So is like your dad controlling you? Like there's that weird dynamic? Like, yeah, I want more detail. Self-sabotage when I meet anyone I like romantically. How are you sabotaging yourself? I'm worthy of real love. Okay, what is real love and wealth? Because a dollar is real wealth. A partner coming in and smiling at you and giving you flowers is real love in the way that they know how to give. So what is real love? Not open to receive if a man I'm interested in. Okay, overwhelmed to get what I want. Thinking too good to be true. See, there you go. Too good to be true. He's too good to be true. It's too good to be true that I'm going to receive that amount of money. There we go. Okay, so for money, it's survival, struggle, never enough. Okay, for love, it's open to receiving my divine life partner. Okay. It's feeling like there is enough money to buy in what there is enough or there isn't enough, what is needed and wanted. You feeling like you're drowning, it's different than there already being enough. Recurring fear of being old, alone, and penniless. Unconsciously sabotaging new relationships, afraid it is not working, over anxious. Okay. What's not working? Money, love, attracting love, and healthy relationships. Okay, so like the one thing I've learned is people can only love you at the degree that they know how to give love. So that's where, when people are always like, oh, you gotta know your love languages. Well, I don't really know my love languages, but I do know what I very clearly desire in a partner because that's what makes me feel love. So I guess but it's not always, oh, I gotta follow a specific thing. No, I was driving the other day and I just moved to a city and I'm a small town girl and I'm like, I want a man that's gonna drive me around. That's gonna make me feel loved. Or I don't have to drive anymore because I freaking hate it. So, and this is coming from someone that used to love to drive. You wanna go distance? I will drive. But I decided I want a man that's gonna drive me around now. And so it's random little things where I'm like, that's gonna make me feel loved. With he just grabs those keys and gets into the driver's seat. Done. No questions asked. Where are we going, baby? Done. You know what I mean? Attracting loving, healthy relationships who support me and see me and hear me clearly. Okay, so you're not seeing and hearing yourself then. Because you will attract what you're seeing. So that's where you need to really look at yourself. Okay, what is not safe for me to see? What do I not want to see? And get really clear on that. Oh yes, on the constant clutter. I can't keep things clean. I only attract old men. Old men. One for with one foot in the grave. Yeah, that's shitty. We're gonna heal that. Okay, fear of moving forward from a relationship that no longer serves me. How does it no longer serve you? Because if it no longer, it really was done, you would just be like, no, this isn't for my highest good. I'm out. Peace. So I want you to get a little bit clear where, yes, we have fear, but how does it no longer serve you? Because clearly there's still something there that is serving you. In the end, there's the one in the outside. The one is me, myself. I don't understand. There's not the one in the outside. There could be a lot of the ones, to be honest. It's just which level of the one are you willing to level, like be like, yeah, okay, I'm good at this level, and I can see the growth together, but I can love you for where you are at. Because I feel like a lot of times we project onto our partners and we're like, okay, I can see the potential in you. And that's where there's an issue. I see the potential in you, not where you're actually at. So because I see that potential, that's what I'm falling in love with, not where you really are. So that's why it's good to look at ourselves and see where we're at. And then when you come together with someone, you're already with someone, but you learn, okay, you're you, I'm me. We're coming together to enjoy, not to fix two halves and put it together. Okay. Always communication, too much space and silence in my liking. This is a pattern I have with my friends. Do they usually come right before when you do? I've heard it all. I've heard that so many times. Oh, the one right before it's gonna come. And you know what? It never comes. What is it that it's just getting clear on what you want. For me personally, I want a man. He has to have a beard. He's got to be bulky. He's got to drive my ass around. I know, and I've been told so many times, your expectations are too high. It's better not to have any expectations. Bullshit. Because why would I want to go settle for someone that I'm not even happy with? And so it's not about that. It's like, okay, what is it that you want? What are you getting clear on? And now you can allow the universe to be like, okay, here's the one. And the one thing I learned recently, and I love it a lot, is I find men that it's like you're damn near everything I want. Like you like mark check off every freaking box. I'm like, yes. But there's this one little thing and it's not sitting well with me and I cannot settle for that. If it was something small and it was like, whatever, it's not the end of the world and it really doesn't bother me, I'd be like, yeah, sure. But if it's something that bothers me, I'm like, no, I'm sorry. Even though you are so perfect in so many ways, I know it feels amazing. No. The universe is like, okay, next. Brings it right in, another man right in, and is like, okay, how's this one? I'm like, oh my God, this one checks every damn box. So it is really good to be clear and know, okay, hey, I can't even get past this. I keep attracting, like, what was it that Jeanette said, a man with one foot in the grave, or I keep attracting this. So that's when we know there's like wounds going on. We want to be clear on what we want, but then it helps us see what our wounds are, and what we keep attracting is where we are at vibrationally. We need to bring it up. See if Andrew got back to me. I don't know what that is. No. Let me see these on. It might just be me. I'm a little. We'll see if he gets back to me. That's okay. We'll keep going. Anxiety and looking for a new job after having a long break from work. Okay. Now, is it to do with money, or what is it about the job that doesn't want? Because like yes, but when like for me, like I could not go back and work like a job. I couldn't do it. I love what I do. It's soul aligned. It feels amazing. So what is it that you are wanting and what feels in alignment? That's what you look for. I'm always drawn to women like my mother. Ooh, that's a good one. Anyone here with narcissistic mothers? Feeling like I can't be me and or fathers and people distance unless I do. Oh, are you one that surface talk only? Are you one that like loses yourself in a relationship, or you just completely disconnect because it doesn't feel good? To other like-minded people, no action from them, follow through, deserving or financial abundance, afraid of money, feeling guilty for having more money than my siblings, but I don't make a lot. Ooh, there's guilt in there. Okay, see, that's good. You don't make a lot, but you make more than them. Or yeah, you know how to manage it. Okay. I am attracting men who are like a father figure, and I want an equivalent relationship. Women, man, energy imbalance. Okay. Not sure I believe I can be loved at this point. Oh, that's such a good one. How are you controlling around money? Give me more. Need to declutter in a major way. Declutter what? If it's your house, you know, when I am like manifesting something or bringing something in, one of the first things I will do is I will look at my house and be like, okay, can I receive in this space? If I'm like, absolutely not, then it's time to clear shit out. Like it's time to declutter, because your internal or your external is a representation of what you feel internally. So if your house is cluttered, then you know you got some shit to clear. But it's not just about that, because you can purge and then feel like, oh, okay, I can breathe. I seem to always attractive someone who is less, not my equal than me, less in spiritual growth, closed off, and have, less financial availability. I prefer to have a partner who is either my equal or upgrade. So you need to be a sugar mama, basically. Not getting used to have a huge amount of money I can spend freely. Oh, wait. Not getting, yeah, okay, not getting used to having. You need, I would say you need a sugar, like you have that sugar mama energy, and that's what needs healed. Not getting, okay, I read that, silencing the negative voice. I want to stop telling myself that I am falling or failing to be what I need, because I am a healer and I am being the voice that others need to hear. I want to be the voice of positivity for myself that I am for others. You know what's funny about being a healer? And I know a lot of you are probably gonna experience this, is we attract partners that need to be healed, because we're like, oh, but I'm a healer, I should be doing it. This is my job, blah, 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 blah. You know, like I'm a natural healer. So we will attract wounded partners so that we can heal them. And we need to clear that because it's not fun. Hi, Shantana. I want to clear the pattern of sabotaging my ability to make money with illness. Ooh, that's a good one. Which makes me not show up fully in my business. Ooh, you need to be sick so that you don't level up. I like that. That's a good one. Allow myself to receive love. Okay. Money is always taken away from me. Ooh, a good one. Okay. People gaslighting me about many things, whether it's to work for me or community. Ooh, gaslighting. See, some narcissisticness. Can't get rid of things. Attract paper. What do you mean, attract paper? Ooh, I like the way you put this. What do you mean attract paper? Like you just like clutter? You like shit? You're just like, yes. I have a client in mind, but I want direct connection to be opened so I can promote my product. Okay. I would like to clear blocks to claiming my spiritual gifts and stepping into my power, be who I came here to be. Okay, so we're not focusing on spiritual gifts, but when you open yourself up to lovely, because even if you ask every one of my students, they're all going to tell you the same thing. When we are channeling, you have to bring your vibration up. You have to be at that state of love. You have to meet that being halfway, kind of thing. So it's like you're bringing you up, but the best vibration to be in is when you're like, okay, I'm going to step into that love. So what do? We expand our heart. We expand everything. We have that capacity. So when you have that capacity, then you can expand your spiritual gifts, but you're still doing it from that place of love. Avoiding who I like. Let's get clear on that. Who do you like? I seem to find amazing people, then it's going great. Then my father shows up. I get dumped shortly after. Like your actual physical father or like the father wound? Works with money also. He's like that cartoon character with a cloud following, or sometimes I see my twin flame, possibly if possibly. Okay, that seems to lose women as well. Okay, so no matter what you're wounding, you're gonna lose women. Anything comes up, you're losing women. It's good. Let's heal it. Tristan, so much. I'm not on the same wavelength anymore with old friends. That's normal. That is the unfortunate part about deciding to actually step up and heal yourself. But that's why we have communities, because then you can attract the people that actually feel aligned with you. These. I love Adrian. He doesn't answer a message her. Get in here. Okay. Expectations and boundaries. Oh, okay. Chastity belt from dad. I think it's, oh, I got it right. I asked about this one. It's past life. Dad does not control me in a conscious way. Seeking dad's love since he was remarried a long time ago and put me on the back burner. Okay, so before, okay, this is a really good one, you guys. Okay, I did this. That's why I know. With your father, at some point, and I know if your parents were happily married, you probably not, but at some point, did you take place of like basically being your father's wife? And I know that sounds so, ugh, but that's a serious wound where it's like, oh no, I need to step up. If my mom stepped away or if anything happened, I need to step up. I gotta take care of my father's needs. So then you start putting your father's needs before yours. And this can be a past life wound. It can be an ancestral wound where it's like you are no longer the father, or sorry, the child. You've now stepped up to be the wife, but then it's like the second he actually finds himself a wife or a partner or something, you're left like going, what the fuck? I've done everything for you that you would technically do in a relationship. This is a big one. And there are actually like, I have a past life of my own where my dad was my brother, like my current father. He was my brother in that lifetime, and I poisoned him on accident because I got involved with the wrong people. They tricked me, poisoned him, killed him. So I vowed to take care of him from then on, from like any lifetime forward. So having that vow created this structure of I have to always take care of. Even when my dad and my mom were married, it was like, oh no, I'm his counselor. I'm the one that's always got to be there. If I'm not there, I can't have friends because, and it's a very unhealthy dynamic, but you never know where it actually stems from. Okay. Money, lack, holding next steps from happening in a relationship with who I believe I. He's coming. He is coming. Okay. Just get back to her. You're not just stuck with me today. I'm sorry. Okay, I feel like other people need it more than me, and I'll be okay while I'm continuously going into debt. Ooh, that's such a good one. You're not important. Fear of using my voice because fear of rejection, not being kind to my body, feeling like I'll never have enough money to live. So a few years back, I did this, I had a mentor and she was taking us through this manifestation thing. And I can't remember where it was based off of. It was somebody else's teachings, but I remember her talking about we choose what we manifest in the sense of we very much have this mentality where it's like we have like let's say like five things, okay? And it could be you want money, you want clients, you want everything. And it could be all around your business or it could be all around love, okay? And it's so specific. And I remember my mentor saying she was so confused because she was just gaining weight. And she went back to the person that did the teachings and she was like, what the hell? And he was like, well, you didn't focus on your body at all. It wasn't a priority to you. And that is something that has always stuck in my head. And I've always like done little things. I take my vitamins. I'm not the biggest on working out because it's just, but I will go for a walk. I have a vibration plate. I incorporated my body into my spiritual practice because my spiritual practice is everything. And so if you even take my class, you know that your body is that first line of communication, right? We are always communicating with our body because I didn't like the fact that my health has to go to shit if I want a successful business or if I want love. I was like, mm-mm. So that's where you want to bring those other aspects into, and I think I actually heard Adrienne talk about this too in December. I think she did an event, and I remember her kind of talking about this. So you want to incorporate that energy into what you love because then it's not, oh, I have to neglect to have the other. I get to have more. I get to incorporate. So it's just now naturally part of. That's why in my teachings, I'm like, your body is the first line of communication. Now, what does your body need? Communicate with it, talk to it. That's why. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Let me look again. Aha, he is on. Fucker. Let me pin you. Okay, does it show us where we're both on? Nicole, nod. No? Okay. I'm like, I can see you. How do I make it so you were both on? Let me unmute you, motherfucker. I was like, he's getting here. How do I unmute you? Okay. Um, remove pin spotlight for everyone. Do we spotlight us both? Can you talk? I don't hear you. I don't hear you. Spotlight.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Still can't hear me?
Okay. Mm-mm-mm.
Okay.
Now he's on. Okay. I'm gonna read through the rest of these.
I think they all can hear me.
I can't hear you.
Okay.
Starving artist wound, being told I don't have a real job. Oh, okay. No, that's not just a starving artist wound. That one, I'm like, oh, I got told for years, give up your energy work. Stop doing it. And by people that I love and that I went to for love and advice and that were supposed to support me, give it up. The energy's gonna drive you crazy. Oh, I hate it. All the things because it's just like they're like no it's going to drive you insane just like it does everybody else and it's like but the funniest thing about that is it's from the people that are not happy in their lives, so no, yeah, we're going to heal that. Okay, can you talk? I can't hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
No,
That is so weird. Oh my goodness.
I can't hear you. uh, 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 uh.
So weird. Can you hear me now?
Okay, I print a lot from the internet and can't throw the paper away. Oh, so you need stuff. So you have a lack in yourself that you're trying to fill it with. Okay. Okay. I need to
Can you hear me now?
talk again.
Can you hear me?
Diane, can you unmute yourself? I just asked you to unmute and just talk so I can know. You're like right up there. You're getting picked on if you're there.
No problem. I can hear you
Can
and
you
I can
talk?
hear Andrew. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm. Is it
Hey, Andrew.
me?
Yeah, they're saying to turn your volume. She can't hear me.
Tell me in the chat, damn it. Is it me? Are we having technical difficulties? Oh, I hear. Okay, wait. Somebody tag me. Hold on. Try turning your volume up. It is. It's all the way up. Can anybody else hear him? Everyone
Everybody.
can? Okay, it's just me. That's fine. I don't know what to do about that. Do you have a head? Oh my God, you guys, I do. I do. God, I had my.
Oh my God.
I was like, what's broken? I can't hear anything. What's wrong? Oh fuck. That kind of day. I was like, I'm so on the ball with everything. Let me unplug that. Fuck my life. Technical difficulties. Now I hear you. We're good. So I can like over here. Yeah, that's great. They have a loud talker.
I was told to get a
That's
mic
so
too, and now I'm
funny.
kind of scared.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning. I'm so sorry I'm late.
Okay, wait, why is it doing
I overslept like nobody's business.
That's funny.
Yeah, hi. How's everybody doing? How are you doing?
They've all been telling me their shit. I'm like, okay, we're just gonna waste some more time. I've been reading. I'm like, I will get you here.
Glad
Okay.
it was just 20 minutes. I'm sorry. I apologize, everybody. I was in a coma. I was in hibernation. I was meeting with Jesus. We'll say it like that, okay? I had a meeting with Jesus and it ran a little bit over.
That's so funny. I'm like, I will stall. Yeah, I want to know what we're healing. Okay, we got some really good stuff to heal now that we're like, I'm hearing everybody. So I can't use my microphone if I have other peeps on. Is that how that works now?
I think so.
That's stupid.
Mm.
Okay, well, thank you guys. We got it figured out. All the
I'm
technical
glad they're here.
difficulties.
I'm glad everyone's here and glad that nobody left. So, yeah.
They gotta listen to me. All right, let's get started. So, you guys know what you want to heal. Yeah, I know. I'm not chaos. Oh, Belinda, happy birthday. I was like, oh my God, if you're on, I have to say it because I see it on Facebook. Happy birthday to you. Okay.
Happy birthday, Belinda.
All right. You want to start then? Calling in
Yeah.
the Okay. All right, you guys. Now that I know that what you guys want to heal, remember I always tell you like you got to put something in. You always got to put light energy in. So if you can stick it in the chat while we call in your guides and get started, I want you to think of what you're not liking, and we've already been talking about getting super clear. I want super, super clear detail on what you want to call in. What is it that you want to replace that wound energy with? Okay. Perfect. If you've already written it, you're freaking golden. I love it.
Ooh, excuse me.
All right.
Energy's already moving.
Right.
Well, you guys write again what you want to heal in the comments because I'm late, so it's my fault. And as you're feeling into what you want, gauge it from the number 1 through 10.
Oh,
We're
that's
gonna
a
s-
good one. Yeah.
we're gonna see if we can get it. Well, we can, but we're gonna see how low we can get it in this call. Ooh. Y'all ready today. Okay. And today I'm gonna use theta. Just theta. Theta's been feeling real
You?
magical lately. Yeah.
Oh, You guys, I've been making Andrew help me with a program that I'm creating, and he did a theta healing.
Mm.
And I'm like sitting there working as he's like, as I'm recording this, and like my eyes were just getting heavy. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? It was so intense.
Yeah, it makes sense that your eyes got heavy too, because theta is the brainwave state you move into when you're going to sleep. It's like just that state, just when you're falling asleep. So if you get tired, it's probably why. But don't worry, if you do fall asleep, you still get the healing.
Are you bringing in Zeus still?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think theta will just amplify it. So you guys, be careful. Get water, minerals, because it's going to be a little more intense than normal.
And don't drive.
Oh yeah, don't be operating heavy machinery because I just got insurance and I'm not trying to use it. Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's heavy energy. All right.
Mm. Whew.
Mm, 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 mm.
Please have him support. Do this healing in theta.
All right, give me a number, you guys, from 0 to 10 on where you feel your wounding is at. Feel into it. Give it a like just feel. 8. Okay, out of 10. Out of 10. 13 out of 10. Yeah. When you know it's powerful.
Mm.
Out of 10. Okay. Holy hell. That's like some strong ass energy coming in now. Dios, entera aquí, entera, corra, tientere. Antorre, tientere, quientorre, tientorro. Are you doing the same theta downloads? Is that what you're doing? Or
I was thinking to do the same downloads and then do any healing that is needed as I go through them. So yeah,
okay.
I think that's a little bit easy. But yeah, I'll do that. I think that would be delicious and nutritious.
We'll talk between your things then.
Okay.
We have a flow.
Mm.
Okay, I'm
So
just
the
gonna
first what I'm going to do is bring everyone into theta instantly.
okay, we're just gonna pull everybody into the portals. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Everyone get comfortable and close your eyes. It's going to be a lot of things downloaded in this moment. And then we'll get into real major healing as things come up out of the downloads. Ooh, ooh. I'm going to bring in Zeus to support you in the divine masculine as we go through the downloads. Okay.
Sutore kiantara kiala lantaro koatiara sientere kianshu. Antiera kiantora kiantadera aya sientere kiera leleko. Which portal do you want to work on first?
Hmm. I was going to start with unconditional love.
Okay. I'll pull them into
They're all love centered. Um, so it seems like it's going to be a lot of the wounding around love in literally every portal, from receiving to self-love, creators love everything.
okay, perfect. Balance that out. You know what's funny? It's like that superficial love is what I feel. It's like Aphrodite's coming in and bringing that love in. There we go. And It's like this is what real love feels like, and all I feel is like, and it's like mistaken for masculine energy, but it's a very superficial, it's mistaken for masculine energy because it's very physical type of love.
Mm, mm. Okay. So I'm going to start with the downloads in unconditional love. And I'm going to download, I know how to feel unconditional love. I know what it feels like to receive unconditional love from the Creator. I know how to give unconditional love without losing myself. I know it is safe to be loved unconditionally. Mm.
Mm. I'm gonna go through and start working on some of the lineage beliefs and parental ones, because that's where there's taking on of things that are not even yours. Like I have to struggle to have love, or can't be a healthy relationship. And I'm just thinking about your guys' woundings, and they're just showing, okay, let's start here so that we can get rid of what's not yours, so we can go in and heal what is yours.
With the divine masculine, to heal your divine masculine, to heal the divine masculine wounding in all of you. And what Shantana said earlier about how the physical will take place, the divine feminine in this sort of like confusion to make you feel that just because there's a physical presence, that means the divine masculine is there or is perceived as healthy. And I want to change the perception to make sure that not only is the perception healthy, but the feel is healthy, the energy is healthy, the understanding of what a healthy and complete and together whole divine masculine feels like. Releasing what it may have looked like through your parents and giving you a clean slate so that you can go on to attract a healthy divine masculine. But first, let's download a healthy divine masculine. Having Zeus support you as this downloader within you, healing your father wounding, and also healing the society's standard of what masculinity is, how it can be unsafe, violent, dangerous, unsupportive, angry, aggressive, and destructive. We'll download the peace and the nurturing and the love in masculinity, in the divine masculine, as you begin to understand what it feels like, how to and what it feels like. I'm feeling that some of you have been so burned by the masculine that you're feeling like, well, I'd rather not. No, I don't want it.
I just want to make it clear for our men in here, everybody has masculine and feminine.
Yes. Feel that especially in the man, the part of you that feels like the world sees my masculinity as unhealthy, so I can't be a true divine masculine. The world shuns, condemns your masculinity, my masculinity. So I'd rather not be or show my masculine.
There we go. We're just sending all of that back to your lineages, whatever's not yours. and there's quite a few contracts coming up with these. It's like you're in the wrong if you choose to have healthy or choose to stray away from what was current in your lineage with your parents. Like it's like there's a judgment of you have to stick to it. You have to continue to be wounded. And so as we're sending that back, it's like, okay, we can actually release you from those programs. So now you get to just be you. And then you're not fighting your own lineage to have love because that's kind of what it's feeling like. There's a very strong energy around. They're like, holy hell, about around having to actually work harder. There's something wrong with you. And some of you, there's not even anything wrong with you. It's just you're contracted in with a lineage that does not want to be high, but you want to also be accepted. So you want to stay with it. You want to embrace their wounds. So we're just going to heal those and set you free from it all.
I want to piggyback off that. I think that's super, super important also in the masculine, in the divine masculine, to do the exact same thing. I saw someone say in the comments that they feel like they've been working through their dad's wounds and they have to be miserable in order to make money, good money. And Chintana is 1,000% right in understanding that a lot of your woundings don't come from you. They come from your parents. They come from your lineage. They come from your um, past life selves.
And past life lineages.
Mhm.
Send it all back. I have a student that asked me one day, why would you want to send that back to them? And so just know that when we send it back, we're not leaving them and being like, peace, motherfuckers. We're, we're healing it from where it originates so that we can actually heal it and you can actually connect with the healed ancestors that are meant to support you. Oh, that's a lot in the throat.
Is that why I started coughing?
The two, it's like, oh.
Go back to doing a little bit more downloads in theta. In the receiving love portal. Now I want to download. I know how to receive love from others. I know it is safe to receive love. I know the difference between love and manipulation. I know how to receive love without guilt or fear. Ooh, excuse me. The downloads seem to be super, super intense. But as I'm downloading this, you all, I want you to know that as these downloads are coming in, they're replacing any and all old beliefs around receiving, around that portal. Any and all old wounding around that portal and anything around it that might be keeping you stuck from receiving, from giving love, from being loved, from accepting love, and from feeling deserving of love.
Dios on te da kiente de ulalanda ku yeshute. Quieto, la landa rosia de la kieshu. Ay, kios la lale, ay, lo currite Ooh, we're actually downloading some sovereign energies so that you're being back into your sovereign self. Alalakia siato aya rakandara siante aya shukuti nalando akia siantare alendo yeshikite. Ay, kia lalanda te kia ndori itere alalandre siankute achingatere alalandre ure. Goes back to that having to sacrifice something, having to sacrifice yourself, having to be less than for a partner, having to be less than for parents or overgive, give all your energy. So they're saying we have to bring you back into a sovereign state so that you can actually receive love that you truly are deserving of.
Mm.
Interessante. Ay, arrokiente. And even money that you are truly deserving of. I know we're focusing on, but it's like bringing that worthy up. Alalantira kia siente ay orrakiente kitoria shingade alalantira kitoria ndra alala siente ay quieto harrocorro hoya shoti andi rekiate alalantira rokati arakiete. You know, someone once told me that she knows when someone smokes crack or pot or not pot, it was like coke, does coke, like I think you snort coke, I don't know. She knows because they always like rub their nose, and when the energy moves, they sit there and rub my nose. I'm just like, I'm not smoking or I'm not snorting coke. All I think about when I do it. Andero siente alla landera coia. Andela siente la corro. Ooh, I can feel that in the heart. Ooh. Like your heart's actually allowed to be sovereign. Yes, and ay, siente alla la coria. Ay, andere aquí la lande. Ay, coti. Ay, que te adora. Sientere alle roti. Alla landera aquí a rocorian sientere. Aquí ado, aquí ado. Andi, aquí te alla la racatendara. Ay, ay, yate. Haciendo y shandrela la, ay, ando kianto ro. Aquí haciendo aquí a torre a la siaku y tiate.
There are a lot of you who are still afraid of love, still afraid to have a divine, loving partner, still afraid to be with somebody. So let's show you how to what it feels like to feel safe being in a relationship, being in love with somebody, having a consistent, sustainable, healthy relationship. And as that is happening, as those downloads are downloading within you, as the understanding is being made clear within you, what I want to move out, release, and extract is your idea that all you can have, that all that you are worthy of is unhealthy relationships. And not just because of who you are, but because who you've been conditioned to be. From your parents, from what you've seen through them, from their failed relationships, how you've taken on their failed expectations of what a relationship is supposed to look like, how you've incorporated their beliefs that is all you'll ever be worthy of. Release it at a core level. Release that from your divine masculine. Release that from you, from your heart space, from your DNA, from your inner children, your past life selves, your past life ancestral lineage, and your entire ancestral lineage.
See, and I keep getting the belief systems where it's like, it's too late for me. I'm not actually going to meet anybody. It's just, I don't believe it's going to happen anymore. Like, I'm just going to forever be alone. There's just like that deep grief.
Love that. Well, it's not a good thing, but I love that it came up because it's super, super important. Because that is true. A lot of people don't believe, especially here in this call, don't believe they can still have love. That is too late. And I want to piggyback off of it just to give you double healing on both sides, masculine and feminine.
You know, I used to work in healthcare, and the one thing that they always used to teach us was if you see two people in that home that are together, because like I've heard some stories and they're like these are old, like obviously in a home, right? And I used to always be told like you just let them do it as long as the families, like sometimes the families would interfere and stuff, but it's like these elderly people that literally have nothing and go to lunch, go to breakfast, go to dinner, and whatever random thing that they choose to do during the day, or they just sit in their room. I'm like, and they always said, like, let them be, let them be. So if someone in an old folks' home can find love because, and they want to go, well, so can you.
Yeah. Mhm,
And they're 1 foot in the grave. I'm not over that.
mhm. Mhm.
I think that was my favorite comment of the day. 1 foot in the grave.
Yeah. You're worthy enough and valuable to have love at any and every stage of your life. And let's download how to what it feels like to be able to receive love safely, healthily, lovingly, peacefully, and completely. You keep seeing Zeus tossing his thunder and lightning bolts at the beliefs within you that are keeping you from believing you're worthy of this, you're deserving of this, especially of love, and eradicating your old belief systems that are keeping you stuck. You don't need them anymore. Let them go. Let Zeus destroy them. Let yourself be recalibrated, rewritten, repurposed, reweaved as a new being, as a new energetic magnet to everything you desire, including unconditional, healthy love and partnership. Ooh, excuse me. I also want to go into the portal of giving love. We kind of did a little bit of healing on this, just a bit, but I want to download a couple of things in the giving love portal. And I want you to know how to give love freely and with healthy boundaries. I want you to know how it is safe to love others. You know how the Creator's definition of love and how to live by that truth. And you know how to balance between others or loving others and loving yourself. You want these downloads to help fortify your boundaries, to show you that it's safe to have boundaries. It's safe to stand in your boundaries. And that having boundaries doesn't mean that you cut off a good person. It means that those boundaries will be the block to anyone bad who cannot respect them, and will be your first step towards the red flag of that person not being good for you, meaning the person who won't respect them. And
Yes.
will give you the intention to always know that if someone can't respect your boundaries, that is not for you. And the person who respects them, who honors them, who loves them, who enjoys them, who wants to know more about them, is the person for you, is your person.
I'm gonna move a bit into the wealth portal because they're being told there's so much that's connected around worth and like self-worth and attracting even in love that secure partner, but there's some serious wealth wounds that she wants to work on. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna focus there for a minute. I know a few of you mentioned clients earlier, so there's even some healing around that. And it's not just client based, but it's attracting the right people into your life that actually vibrate with you, that actually feel in alignment and are supportive. Because there's a really low bar. So we're just going to bring that minimum standard up so that you're secure and actually feel it because I don't like the fake it till you make it bullshit. No faking it. You have to feel it. That's why we heal. Oh, yeah, it's like that money, that wealth is just screaming. It's like, don't forget about me.
It does make sense that they would be connected, but also that those who have love wounding would have money wounding because of how linked they are. And I got the immediate urge to recalibrate them on the masculine side, to recalibrate the connection with them and to restore them to a healthy connection, to a healthy resonance.
Ruben, I just read your comment. It's not just you with the throat thing. Like we're feeling it very heavily in the throat. So you're just very in tune with it. It's coming out. And if it's still like that at the end, then let us know. But we be there with you.
What it sounds like is there something you need to say, something you haven't gotten to say, something you haven't gotten to express out of your throat, especially if any of you, more of you than just Ruben, have issues in your throat. What haven't you been able to say? What's been stuck there? What have you been swallowing down? We're also going to work. We're also going to release your mother's or and father's perception of money and to have a healthy relationship with money. It's almost like a lot of you didn't really see them have a healthy relationship, didn't see them talk fondly about money, didn't see them love or nurture money, didn't see them enjoy having money when it was there. They always were afraid of it. Were afraid that it was going to abandon them. Were afraid that was never enough. And were afraid that it could never truly be there for you when you needed it. So you grew like them, an aversion to it, a fear, a discomfort around it, especially throughout your ancestral lineage and not only within your divine feminine, but within your divine masculine. That part of you who is ambitious, who is steadfast towards your goals, and who knows, like they know that they can have anything and everything they want, even with the most minimal of work. So down with that understanding with you and within your entire ancestral lineage, past life lineage, and inner children, and release that part within your parents, especially on your masculine side, on your father's side, where you didn't really see safety in having money and being wealthy and being nurtured by money and the energy of it.
Gotta bring in that feminine with it because if she's like, don't forget, the feminine helps you receive. That's why we need balance. Dios, santera aquí hasta adelante. Ay, asiantar aquí, asiantore. Aquí, aquí, andere curro. Dia la la da 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 da. Aquí la 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 da da que te dera. Anti asiento, anti asiantera cola la de to. Quieto, quieto, quieto. Yeah, see, again with the ancestral and family wounds around money, we're just going to disconnect you from that so we can heal you with your stuff.
Also do this. Is it okay if we release them from their old ancestors, the ones who got them this far as of now? Release them from those old ancestors and bring in their highest vibrational ancestors in every aspect of their lives. The ones who are the highest vibrational in health, wealth, environment, spirituality, relationships, joy, happiness, peace, tranquility. The ones who are the absolute best, who had those things in their lives. Can we bring them in to replace their old ancestors so that the frequency can become more real to everyone on the call?
Ooh, I like that.
Okay, so now what I want to do is replace your old ancestors. Ooh, excuse me.
I'm just releasing contracts from the old ones.
Okay, awesome. I'll release contracts as well on the masculine side.
Just gonna say, hey.
Excuse me. As we kind of remove those old ancestors, and I want you guys to be grateful for them because they've gotten you this far. They've brought you to this point. They've helped you survive. They've brought you here. They've gotten you here safely to an extent. And I want you to thank them for doing so. Have your inner child thank them, your inner children thank them. But they need to go away for now and get their own healing and come back when they're ready. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them away just a little bit and bring in Zeus's white light to surround them and to put them in a state of healing and renewal while these new ancestors take their place to help usher you into your new vibrational selves now and to keep that new vibration around you so that you no longer ever question your role as a highly abundant being from now moving forward. As your new ancestors take root and take the leadership in guiding you towards your highest timeline and greatest destination, I want you to feel the shift as they take their place and as they reintroduce themselves. Like you know them, but you haven't gotten to see them on a continuous level like you will now. And then I want you to make them solid as your new guide point, your new guideposts, your new guiding energies. As they finish solidifying themselves as your new guiding point, I want you to bring your inner children forward, your past lives forward, your entire ancestral lineage forward, and have them be made aware of this new change, this new energy, these new energies, and how they now can get close as they become recalibrated to this new vibrational transformation. And I want you to feel it. Feel it falling from your crown down to your root chakra. Feel the new paradigms. Feel it releasing all that old crap. And finally feel yourself beginning to resonate at the frequency of what you desired for so long. We're not done. We want you to be a vibrational match, and your ancestors will help you now that they have come in, showing you how to and what it feels like to now be a vibrational match for everything you ever wanted at its best and highest magnitude, at its best and highest level.
I'm gonna do some gridding. I'm gonna install some new grids into your energy. They're telling me they want to basically bring you to like millionaire energy. And why they say that is to bring up your worth, because when you're in that seven-figure energy, you know you're good, you know your worth, you know you're secure. You may have loved ones that attract, but they want to do this so that we can kind of ease out those love wounds so that you're not attracting a partner that you have to fully take care of or that has less than you. You want to know your worth and attract based on that new frequency. So they're just going to do some gridding and plugging you into the new grids. And we're just going to dissolve the old. Mm, mm, mm.
You guys can now be free of your parents' ideas of love and affection and finance. They are part of those ancestors we removed from you to go away just for until they're done healing. We're not throwing them away. We're not taking them away from you or disconnecting them from you in the sense of where they don't have access to them or you have access to them. We're just isolating them so they can get the same healing you're getting, but on a wider scale, on a more aggressive scale, because so far they've been keeping you stuck. You can't be that moving forward. You can't be no longer, or you can't be any longer stuck. Not having the full access to your greatest abundance and your greatest abundant energy.
Sandere kilarantara kiashinte. Ayandoro koria sientere kiate. Ay sientore ando yirlelale kiasho dara yandore kietate. Arra ayra kiasia ara kiasiantere. Alelo koya alelo katiandoro koria siate. Akura akotia shontere. Ay, kotia la ko la kotir kitete arakatandara siento aquí la andoroshi kote asiate dinki ale requieto ay, aquí a tu tía siente, ay, rakiashi, arakiashiate, arakiashiate. Antía siento, antía la curra, antía la landara quieta, de aquí andor asante, andorro corre quiete, ay, rocoti. Ay, que te. Antía siento roquía, ticatera catera. Ay, goya. Lero canti shiotore ay akatendoro ale koi asiante tiarako arkoi akiante riara katera la katototora. Dienti akatea. Ay, asienti rakantero la landaroko. Aquí asienti requieto. Aquí el no antire currutir. Arrukia sienti que andar aquí, recotiéntate. Arrocotiente recoya siente quientere. Arcata la coya siente. Arki. Andira kite. Andia siento. Catea la hakaya corra. Anti, requiosati. Alleluia. Ai, siantere. Ai, aganti alla locura tia tera senti. Aki asho. Ooh, I got the best belief system coming up. I'm gonna be an asshole if I say exactly what I want and I'm picky about it. It's like right in the throat. You're just pulling it out. I'm like, oh, that's a good one. People are gonna judge me and think I'm so rude. Anti la te coti la de aquí siente alato ay shia ande recatela ay cati recatindore ay yo tile la catandare ay yo siente de kiandore ashikia ale ngoti siente de kitete akiato Andia santore ay acate ale lo corrocoti Andia sondorrakate andare alla cotorra siati. Ah, quien te tere. Oh, there now I'm starting to actually feel it shift fully. It was not releasing. Oh. Dentilla de cuya sente. So they're even telling me that we have some judgments around money. And there's this wounding of, and I remember one of you saying something kind of like it in the comments. So it's this wounding of if I make more money, my family is going to want it. I'm going to have to give all my money away. I'm going to have to take care of everybody. I'm going to be the one held responsible. It's a really strong one coming up. So we're going to focus on that. And I guess the awareness of it. Are they there for you now? Are they like, do they actually give a shit or do they just want to judge you and be pissy about whatever it is that you do? So why would you want to support people that don't give a fuck about you anyways, or that treat you like shit about anyways? And not all dynamics are like that, but there's still that wounding with not wanting success, not wanting, like wanting it, but unconsciously really not wanting it because you're going to be the one that has to take care of everything. Everything's going to be put on you.
Mhm.
Antia sentere, antoria katedora. Ay, kate,
Mhm.
aki andere kote. Just gonna heal that fully. Antoria katea shiante. Alero kuroya lelato. Aki antero oratia tata. And there's another one they're telling me. It's like if I'm not alone, how do they want me to word that? It's like there's like two parts to it. One part is I have to be alone in order to actually have success. I can't be with somebody and have it. And then the other part is the exact opposite, where it's like, if I'm single, I'm going to struggle. I'm going to be alone, but I can't really bring in love. But the only time I'm successful is when I'm in love.
Mhm.
Dio sentire chi adorati a te. Dirò che te era l'altotoro. E io sentire chi adorati. Andiela, allera corriete. Ta 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 ta. Ai, Dia shantareto, dia lalantate. Like it's like you're being isolated in some ways, and there's a big isolation wound there, but it's like there's isolation around you're the enemy, and we need to isolate you from being a part of this family because either you make money or you want healthier relationships.
Mhm.
Ah, rakate. We're still doing that gritting to that
Mhm.
millionaire frequency. And they're just saying there's all these little programs that have to come out with it before we
Mhm.
can fully install.
I also want to do this thing where before the energy is downloaded, I want you all in the spiritual and the astral to lift your arms above your head. And if you feel a ceiling, what I want you to do and what I want Zeus to do with you is to push that ceiling with all of your energy, all of your might. That ceiling is your blocking. That ceiling is your lack of understanding of how to and what it feels like to be abundant. That ceiling is the part of you who's grown accustomed to where you are financially, where you are abundance wise, prosperity wise. That is a standard that no longer serves you. We want to release it so that the sky is no longer the limit. Once you have your hands on that ceiling, no matter how far it is from you, I want you to push it off of you, away from you, out of your energy, out of your soul, out of your inner children's lives, and your past ancestral lineage lives. And then I'm going to bring in Zeus to bring in his abundance. What the hell? Bring in his abundance to rain it down into you, filling up your cup. And as your cup fills, it pushes out the lasting old beliefs around you not being able to have or sustain abundance. And then it fills up your soul, pushing out the beliefs, giving it back to who it belonged to, and then fills up the cups of your ancestors and inner children, younger selves, then fills up their souls, pushing out that belief until it gets to the very end and beginning of your lineage. And now, what I want you to do is welcome in that abundant energy, that prosperity, money, finances, financial freedom, financial stability, financial excess. And what Shantana said was incredibly, incredibly valuable in the understanding that some of you didn't want to accept wealth because you thought that by being better than your family, your mother, your father, your siblings, your cousins, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, whatever, that by being more than them, they would shun you, they would condemn you, they would kick you out, separate from you, or make you feel like you need to be separated from. And let's bring you into the understanding that now you can save them, help them. If you want to, you don't have to. That you can only if you deem it so, but also will bring in the attraction to your soul family. So if you do lose anybody, you can have them replaced. And I know that sounds a little harsh, but I want you guys to have the understanding that the family you were born into doesn't always have to stay stuck or stay as your family. And I think that sometimes we learn that early on or throughout our lives, that we learn that our family sometimes isn't our soul family anyway. That people outside will become your family in a way that your soul family never could anyway. And the family you were born into is usually just lessons learned to be a stronger individual, to fully accept that soul family in the first place. And you have the same feelings with that soul family, with a new sibling or mother or cousin or whatever. There we go. How does the grid feel now, Chantal? Does it feel like it's able to
Not
really?
fully. It's still anchoring, but it's getting stronger. Like we're getting it there.
Uh,
I giggle about the soul family because you stuck with me.
yeah, it's been very real like that for me as well. The family that I was born into wasn't the best, so I had to find my soul family, my tribe.
I think it's a light worker path thing.
Hmm. Sometimes we are born having hard lessons. And those lessons are always meant to strengthen us so that when we find our soul family, we can love them so boundlessly, so unconditionally that when we look back at the family that we were born into that caused us great harm, we can finally understand why we went through what we went through. I know that sounds crazy. You're like, how in the hell can you say, stranger, that I chose this to a degree? And yes, you did it to a degree.
It's funny that you talk about that because I was at my dad's the other day, and
Mhm,
because I live closer to him now, so we were there, and my daughter just had a breakdown because like the basketball hoop was really high, and she's 8. Okay, she's 8. She had a breakdown, and my dad was like, "Just suck it up."
mhm,
And I stepped back and was absolutely not. You no. And I laugh because when we have those, like that's the family I'm born into and the way I was raised, but doesn't mean that's the way I have to continue. So with my daughter, I do take things a very different approach.
mhm,
But the first person that I go to when I'm struggling or my daughter is struggling and I don't have an answer is Adrian.
mhm, mhm,
Because is someone that understands, is in that same space. Let's heal the dynamic so that we don't have to keep reliving the dynamic. And show us is like
mhm,
my daughter starting so young, like at 8 years old, and just doing that healing work, it'll move mountains. But like even now, my daughter's to the point where she can pinpoint because she knows Andrew's family, Adrian's family, like these are my family.
Mhm.
and I need this, so I need help. And it changes like so it's like when we change it even for our own children, regardless of age, because we hold that space and that security. You feel that energy fully starting to shift now. Holy hell. I feel like I'm a fucking twitch. Twitch, twitch, black eyes and twitching.
Did your makeup run from the tears?
Oh my gosh, yeah, like I'm like black. So I was like, fuck, I'm just putting on light makeup today. If I'm doing healing work and I put eyelashes on, they're usually half down my face. I've done events and they've been halfway down my face. I'm like, that's great, that's great.
Mm.
Or have like one on, one off.
Keep imagining one stuck to your cheek as we do the healing. One of your eyelashes.
It's the new look. What can I say? Holy hell, that's like some potent ass energy that they're installing. I'm just saying. Ah, le koti andere kia sate. Ha kare ki le andere katuro. Ah, kia shundere ala kandire kia se andere kia la 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 kori.
Excuse me.
Ya to andere ketera ala la tierra corro. Aquí asiente de kia shente de kia la la doru kia se. Ah, rakate. Ah, kia te andoro ti ande torra kia siente. Huja sentera kanta rokoja shentedara. Hi kia danduir. You know what the weirdest feeling is when energy like crawls up your cheek. It goes everywhere else, but when it goes up my cheek, I'm like,
I would probably slap the shit out of myself. Thinking it was a bug. Hmm.
ain't no bugs. My cat, oh, speaking of bugs, not really bugs, but my daughter had all the windows open yesterday, which I don't love because bugs. Left it open overnight, and this is like this. It's not high, but it's like the second floor, like the main floor. My cat jumped out of the window because she wanted out so bad.
Thank God they have 9 lives, Jesus. Ooh.
Oddio, ero codiatori, tiendarachia, lelato. Oh, see, and I can still feel it in the throat. Getting out the last of those programs. Anybody else, can you feel it in the throat?
It almost feels like they're afraid to ask for their soul family to come in. Like they're being a burden by asking to be supported, by
Ooh, who
asking
feels
to
that
be.
way? Who feels that way? Okay, yes, on the throat. Okay. Who feels like you're a burden to your soul family, for people, for your family, just anyone that you want to.
Mhm.
Oh, look
A
at you.
lot of you guys. Oh, okay. So I'm not a kook. Okay.
You hang out with me. What can I say?
So let's release that. That seems like it's been really, really big, really heavy on you guys. But also, it feels like a lot of you have had proof, have gained proof in that fact. Therefore, you've grown to believe it, to trust in this belief. So, what I want you to do is I want you to feel into that while we direct Zeus and Aphrodite to release it.
Makes sense because now if you're feeling like you're a burden even to your family, then you're now a burden for money. You're a burden for love. You're just a burden all the way around.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go in some past lives because that's where I'm being told we gotta go to heal this.
I was literally just about to say this is not you guys' thing. Like, yeah, you have triggers in this life around it, but this comes from your past lives. Something happened real big in your past lives. Let's release it from your past life selves. Releasing any ancestral wounding, any past life wounding, and also releasing that from your inner children and their inner children as expressions showing up to you in this life throughout all of those lifetimes. Releasing it from your heart. Whew. Releasing it from your soul, releasing it from your flesh, your conscious and unconscious mind, your DNA, your nervous system.
Contracts coming up, we're gonna clear around it.
Releasing it from all those things I listed throughout your entire ancestral lineage, inner children, and past life selves. Finally freeing you up from the burden or from feeling like you're burdened. So there we go. That was cool. After I said that, it felt like you guys grew wings and began to fly. And those of you who still feel grounded, what I'm going to do is release that sludge you've placed over yourself and the curses, the oaths, the value or vows that are keeping you stuck, held down, that are keeping you from soaring, that are keeping you from fully accessing your fullest freedom. Release the belief that you are a burden, you are less than, you are worthless, you aren't enough, you have no value. Release them, remove them, extract them, give them back to who they belong to. Now, see Zeus doing the same thing again. This time it feels like more aggressive, though. I see him throwing thunder and lightning at those beliefs, hitting you over and over as the electricity, as the lightning, as the thunder courses through your bodies, releasing the beliefs, the fears, releasing the conditioning, releasing the proof you've seen in your human life, releasing the proof that you've seen throughout your ancestral lineage, in your past lives, in your inner children, recalibrating you to your greatest worth, worthiness, enoughness, and value.
Like slugs from Harry Potter.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ja santera kollarati ala koya shanti. Arrokoti antarrokora. Ay, asiantere ki antarrokorti te 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 te. Aquí asiantere ki ashantere ki lelandorrokoro. Arki. Antia sientore arrakurre ashikieto. Ashikieto. Así que entiende que Ole koya sientere ay cantia siento harrokoya. Antia siento a la currocoti arcati a la locura tentere. Arrokoya siéntete. Ácate. Dios shantira alarante la koti. Aquí asiento. Alanto requiashote acatate atia. Ay, aquete. Un día siento, ay, que ya torre entre requiasho. Aquí yo sé, aquí yo sí, atiende, aquí asiente. Oh, okay. Dia contenta. Oh. Oh, there we go. Now it's fully coming out. Holy hell.
How are the new grids? Are they okay now?
Mm?
How are the new grids? Are they okay now, or
We're getting them, yeah.
still need a little bit of assistance?
It's just that I was like puking up slugs. It was quite gross, just pulling out the energy.
Slugs almost feel like the physical manifestation of the things that they never really got to say to their family or say to those who wronged them.
There we go. Just gonna bring in that masculine and feminine love. Just want to replace that energy so we can finish this.
Put you in the masculine and bring it in more intensely. But Zeus is going a little crazy on those beliefs. But how are you guys feeling as we're doing this? And how are you guys feeling about the block that we mentioned earlier, especially in your throat, where you feel like you can't say what you need to say? Where you feel like your throat is blocked? Is it feeling as intense? Do you still feel unable to be free?
Lighter, okay.
Want to play big roles as an actress? Ooh, love it. There's fear of losing people in the community for speaking up.
Is there still, okay, still feel it a bit, but less. Okay, so you're still feeling that pain. I've been working on the throat, just focusing it there for a minute because there's just been so much. It's like dry. It's like sandpaper going out my throat. So
Mhm. Karina said she has a burning feeling in both feet. That's interesting. Someone said still some residual past life ancestry. Someone's also still feeling a little bit of pain in their sacral and navel. Well, same thing. Okay.
Andia santo regiato. Andia catera. Even when I speak light language, it just like because I know it's I'm aiming it at the issues. It just hurts like my entire throat. Like it's so dry. And it's not from like water, but like the pain flares even when I do it. So I know it's really intense.
Hmm. But also, I wonder if you're embodying people who are listening
Mhm.
as them.
Yep, I always do. That's how I feel. I feel all of your shit. That's why I know it's not complete. I sneeze though. Hold on.
Ooh. Excuse me.
Hmm. I was telling my kid, cover your mouth when you cough. Me sitting here. The double standard. This one time I got mad at my kid for drinking out of the milk carton. And it was like the next day I was drinking out of the milk carton. I'm like, well, I bought it. And there's only the two of us. My friend was like, that is such a double standard.
Did she see you?
No. But here's how I look at it. Backwash?
Hmm.
No backwash. I want to drink your backwash. Oh, it's starting to lighten up. Oh my God. Holy, like Cool. Entiendo que andare siendo richiesto andare non via so che cato andare che dare che dare ora in che dare cato re is andare che te coti andare che dare che dare che ti alla non dare che te coti andare che te si andare che te to che dare che te a dare che andare che te cato che ti alla lo che si andare che te ora a ti arra che te si andare arra che ti scio che ti alla che te alla locola, alla locola, alla locola, alla locola di tutti si andrà cor a tish. Ah, racconti andare chi andrà chi si andrà che di a tu corra a dire che te ne corriesci che andare alla cotire che ne che te coti a seguire ah sì alla corro a shik. Ah, racate, ah, racate, ah, racate, ah, racate, unta. Ai, si andire chi, a rechi, andia. Ah, racate, racoti, andire che to. Ai, asia, ai, alla cato. Ricoti, signora, che ti ricoti, scotra alla locura, a ti raggendere corra. Ai, racchiate. Ai, siandere che ti, ricchi, no corrosci. Ai, ricchia, siandere alla lattiato, a chi, ricchiera, ora, a racchia, alla corro, o ti, antiesa, corra, a tieto, antia, siantere. Aquí a shantiera que ti siento, ay, atote, ay, rokoti andero kote, ay, asiento aquí asienta alla loco, aquí asienta de aquí asienta tere, ay, a roku, ay, asiente, aquí ando y aquí, reki, alla lore, arcate, aricurra asiente, arcadia shante. Oh, everything's like trying to like drain as I'm freaking like clearing. I'm like, oh my God.
Love it. So I'm gonna have Zeus help finally finish out their draining of that old stuff, those old beliefs and paradigms and stucknesses and fears and the physical pain in your bodies that are coming up through the releasing as we're releasing. Especially someone said that their navel was releasing, their feet were burning, any other physical pain that's coming up as a result of what we're releasing to be fully resolved now. I want to do a little bit more downloads. The family thing still seems like to be a big thing. So I want to download in the family and ancestral portal, in the family and ancestral love portal. You want to download. I know what it feels like to be loved by family. I know it's safe to feel loved, even if others do not express it. That one seemed really, really big. I know how to heal from ancestral wounds around love. I know how to give and receive love in my family lineage. Now I
Okay, so
want you.
I'm
Ooh,
sorry.
sorry, go ahead.
I want you guys to think about what it is that you are replacing the energy with as we're getting close to ending this off. I want you to really think about what are you replacing it with, and I'm going to blow my nose again.
Ooh. Fear of being punished for not knowing how yet. The core or being punished and outcast for not yet having learned how to value yourself and therefore being self-sabotaging, unconsciously tricky, feeling like it would have been needed to be modeled, and yet it was not. Then being like, how the F, through knowing it consciously what it is. Trust. Okay. That's funny that you said trust because I was just about to do some trust downloads really quickly in the love portal. Downloading, I know how to trust love. I know that I can trust love and still be free. And I know how to trust myself and the love that I feel and the love that I receive and the love that I give. And that you can receive and give love. And these downloads will replace that fear of trust, replace that part of you that feels like you don't know how to model unconditional healthy love because you never saw it growing up. So now we want Zeus and I heard Aphrodite to come in and recalibrate what healthy love looks like for you. And what I want you to do, specifically those who are having that feeling, that fear, that feeling, um, to for it to come very presently in your eye line in the spiritual. And I want you to watch Zeus and Aphrodite come together and show you what unconditional love looks like. What healthy unconditional love looks like through the creator, through the divine. Show you what it is to feel safe wanting to be nurtured, feel safe being intimate, and not just sexually intimate, but physically intimate, to be caressed and held and want to be caressed and held and appreciated and valued and nurtured. And I want you guys all to feel this all together, because this is not just the feminine to be nurtured, to be held, to be supported. It is also the masculine. The masculine does those things as well in a way that is healthy, not only for the masculine, but the feminine to feel supported, while the feminine supports the masculine in that. If that makes any sense. It's kind of a mutual thing, a back and forth of support, mutualism, love, nurturing.
All right, I'm feeling like we're getting close to ending this off. Want to help ground them out?
Mhm.
Stabilize everything in. Okay, if there's any other pains, anything coming up, we're just gonna have it transmuted with Mother Earth and have them do what they need to do and just bring in that love and support, because a lot of it is because there's been a disconnect. And so it's like a weird feeling on being connected to the masculine and the feminine, like divine masculine and divine feminine, because there is a difference. So it's like an odd feeling.
Someone said the nervous system needs to know that it can hold the love. So as we're grounding you out, we'll show you how to, what it feels like for your nervous system to be able to hold, sustain, um, and be empowered by unconditional divine love. I'm going to download the rest of the things that you guys need in this portal. I know what it feels like to forgive and still be loved. I know I can let go of heartbreak and still be whole. I know how to release betrayal and allow love in again. Now, this is going in while you're being grounded and while this is going into completion. And I'll go lastly into connection and oneness. I know that love is connection, not control. I know that love is unity, not sacrifice. I know how to feel one with others while being true to myself. That one felt like it was big in someone's stomach. So release the fear of being true to yourself and knowing who you are. And then download, as we kind of close things up, the knowing of who you are fully and completely, the loving of who you are fully and completely within your divine masculine, and the nurturing of who you are and who you are meant to be in your highest vibrational you.
Good.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
want you guys to tap your thymus. You're gonna call your energy back to you. So tap your thymus, say your full name. So mine would be Amshantana Talise, and I call my energy back to me now. And you say that over and over. This is gonna pull your energy back to you, because we don't want to keep sharing. You don't want to pick up anybody else's stuff, especially when you resonate with it on such a deep level. We don't want to now be like, oh, that's mine now too. So just pulling yourself back. I'm gonna call my energy back to me. Just disconnecting. Send everybody's energy back to them, blessed, love, or filled with love and transmuted. Yeah. The one thing I've always stood by is you never send icky energy back. Always send it back blessed, loved, transmuted. Always transmute it, because sometimes, like, especially if it's like a psychic or attack or someone sends really nasty energy at you, they don't always know. They don't know that they're trying to do harm. They're just upset and they're living through emotions that are just heavy. Can't say it's all the time, but a lot of the time. And so they are clearly looking for something that you have and they don't. So they want to attack what they don't. So you just send back their energy, blessed, filled with love, and transmuted to unconditional love. Good. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure everybody's in their own bodies.
Hmm.
When you do a lot of energy work like this, you want to leave your body, you want to go higher. And make sure everybody's in the present. Ask my students, they'll tell you too. I'm an OCD motherfucker about this.
What are you saying? Bring them back into their body. Bring back in their inner children, ancestors, and past life selves back within them.
I'm just gonna make sure you're all on your highest timelines because, of course, we love timeline jumping and do all this healing and then leave you on a low timeline. So we're just gonna shift it out. That way you're fully in alignment in the present because that's where we create from. There we go. And on your highest available, we're just gonna collapse any of the old ones. Oh, that is what was needed. Like I just felt like a massive shift finally. I had like
Mm.
pain in my heart, and it was like, oh my God. I knew it was something. Just integrate those new timelines in fully. Good. Good. Okay, so now you're jumping between higher timelines consistently because you're always jumping. Oh, there we go. All right, how y'all feeling?
Mm.
Mm,
Yay.
mm. We be feeling good.
Thank you, Rebecca. I'm glad that you guys felt the energy and it was amazing for you.
Fun healing team. You're you're so welcome. Okay, you said you have an offer.
Yes, I forgot I was gonna
I know you
completely forget about
are
it.
not.
Okay, so if you guys want to work with me for one-on-one healing, one-on-one transformation, for deeper healing, deeper transformation, deeper finding of yourself, or anything that might come up for you now or in the future, I have an offer for you guys, and it is $97 for a full hour with me. You can buy as many as you want. But yeah, I'm here for you to make good on an offer that is affordable for this event. And I'm excited to work with you guys when you make the or make the what was the word I was about to pick? Make the choice. I was going to say the chance. What the hell? Make the choice to come and work with me more deeply. And also, on the 27th, I'm having an event as well where Shantan and I are going to do another really powerful healing together, along with a lot of other healers and psychics and all that stuff, to not only welcome you into even deeper magic, um, but to be freer, be more into you in a good way, finding yourself, accessing yourself, connecting to you. So yeah, and I put those links in the comments for you guys right now. There you go. You put the hearts.
We're all like, thank you. Like, I love you guys.
I love it.
I do
Yeah.
have an offer for you guys as well. You got to put
Mhm.
the link in. Did you put the link in? Oh, you did. You're on top of things.
Mhm.
Okay. I do have an offer with you. So I have I'm doing a 4-hour healing event, even though my makeup's running. And I'm doing it on, what month are we? May 4th. I was going to say the 3rd. It's the 4th because it's Sunday. May 4th. 4 hours of healing with me. Okay, this is a lot. It's intense. We're gonna go deep into the stuffs. And yes, it's gonna be epic. So you can sign up for this. So there's two ways you can do it. Okay. If you buy a package with me, I will give you this event for free. And it's 4 hours of healing with me. If you don't want to buy a package, which is one-on-one, and I have two packages. One's a 6-hour and one is a 12-hour. Okay. So two different packages with me. Um, Let me put it in the comments. Do, 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 do. If you buy a package, you get the event for free. If you don't want to buy a package, you can buy the event and it'll be on the 4th. Oh my gosh. Oh, I put so many links. I was like, those are some old ass pictures of me. Like I was in my early 20s. Holy shit, man. I'm gonna change those. Okay. So, oh, it's not the picture on there. I didn't realize it was that picture on the thing. Obviously, I need to go through because each web page has like different pictures and I always forget to change that specifically. So you have the two options. Working with me, my regular price is $537 per session for 1 hour. Okay. So each package is discounted, and you also get bonuses with the packages. It's not just the healing sessions. There are payment plans available, and you also get Telegram app support with me. If you do the 6 hour, you get it for 6 weeks. If you do the 12 hour, you get it for 12 weeks because you can do a session every single week. So you get access to me, any questions, concerns, we can talk. You can ask, like, I'm here to fully support you. Okay. So that is an option. I will put the packages in the comments so you can actually see. There we go. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So you get each package has a course. My 6 hour has my warrior goddess. I'm more focused on working with women. It is, but I've noticed recently I'm actually getting a lot more men. So even though my stuff kind of says more like warrior goddess, it is for men as well because I never used to get men and now I do, but it's probably because I'm so big on the masculine and the feminine. So it's been a little bit of a change here. And if you sign up for either, you buy a package, you get an additional session with me because you get the 4 hour healing event. So you do get an additional session with me. If you just do the 4 hour healing, you still get an additional session with me, which again, $537. So you get it for free. The other one is if you pay in full with one of the packages, you get the 4 hour healing with me, you get a free session with the package, and you get a free session so it'd be if you do the 12 sessions, what would that be? 14 sessions? 12, yeah, plus the 4 hours. So it's a lot of healing. And if you're ready to commit, you're like, fuck yeah. So if there's any issues with the thing, if you're not receiving there's going to be a 7-day replay specifically for this because I know it's so powerful and I've had a lot of people emailing me that they couldn't make it. So there will be a 7-day replay. So Andrew's link and event, like all that stuff will be available, and so will mine for 7 days. And then I think because it's on my 4 hour, only this part is on the 4th of May. You have that time period to sign up for that, okay? To have this offer. It's a bit of time because we're only on the 16th, but because of my own scheduling, I had to work with what I could. So there is that option, and we'll see if my partner in crime here comes and joins me in any of it. We will see. He's
Definitely,
kind
I'll
of,
be there.
he's
Should I
kind of
post
stuck with me. You what?
fine. Should I post my link again?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you, right? I thought the last one was great, and I've learned a lot since then, so I am excited. It's going to be epic. So, 4 hours of healing. You have some time. Sign up for the May event only. Yes, that's the 4 hour healing event. I have makeup running down my face. Look at that. So professional. Yes, you can if you sign up for the event alone, the 4 hour healing event. What was it? What did I call it? I just got it all together this morning because I was like, oh, I can do it. And then I was so busy yesterday. So this one is called the Love and Wealth Portal Immersion. This is 4 hours of healing. So you sign up for this, you get a free session with me. Okay. Thank you. Even though all the makeup. Yes, I love it. It's going to, thank you all for coming. This has been epic. I will be posting this as soon as I can. Give me a minute because I just have to edit and stuff. So give us a minute to get it up, and then we'll do a 7-day replay with it because it is so powerful. It was freaking powerful. It's epic. So, and you do have some time to get, I don't know, how long is your $97 offer for?
Until the replay is over.
Okay, so you only can get a session with Andrew for the 7 days. So once it's up, the 7 days starts, okay?
Yes,
All right. Anything else?
that's it. I love your offer. That was awesome.
Right? I
I
was
had to
like,
get my shit together.
and but you know what's funny is we were talking about the one price, and I was like, okay, okay, I'm good, I'm good. And then I laid down, I literally put my head on my pillow, and my team tore me a new asshole. I was like, okay, yeah, I will change it. Don't you worry. Yeah, everything. They were like, no, you're changing everything. So, but it's exciting because I don't know how deep we'll be going with, well, I know we will be going deep with the gods, and I like to bring in other gods as well. Um, I can post those links. Did you post your link again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. All right, my loves. Thank you guys all so freaking much. Here's the links one last time. And I will see you probably at Andrew's event
Yeah.
because it's gonna be epic and we're gonna do some more healing.
Mhm.
And I will see you on the 4-hour immersion. It's gonna be epic. Epic. If and the links will be available after. I just gotta get that together. All right, I love you. Goodbye. Uh, 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 uh. You. I won't get on call with you after, okay? Don't go far. I'll send you another. I'll just email you.